Synchronize the watch. Time travel is all fiction. You get into a time machine, shut yourself in, and vroom. The next moment, you show up in Akbar's court, Ashoka's Vihara, or Ajatshatru's battlefield. Poppycock. This is not time travel. This is time teleportation and all fiction, the kind of thing that Washington Irving in Rip Van Winkle, H.G. Wells in The Time Machine, and Mark Twain in A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court fantasized about. You can't go back in time. If you could, then you could go and kill an ancestor and prevent your own birth. Time travel, on the other hand, is real. You and I are doing it right now. Physicists would tell you we are all traveling in time at the rate of 1 second a second. It is another matter that the bloke who is waiting for his girlfriend in a park would think every second is an hour, and a guy with a black warrant on his head would think every hour is a second. But then, physics is neither about lowlorn hearts nor about evil heads destined to hang. What about travel through time? That is different. Many of us do it when we travel across time zones, taking off from Delhi at 6 a.m. on Monday and landing in Dubai at 6 a.m. on Monday after having flown for 4 hours. My favorite time traveler is Phileas Fogg, Jules Verne's hero in Around the World in 80 Days. He unraveled the time space matrix in the simplest way for duds like me to grasp. Phileas Fogg started off from London, travelled eastward for 80 days by train, steamer, and an elephant. No airplanes in those days, but was back in London on the 79th day. Fogged? Simple. Phileas Fogg travelled towards the sun. The days diminished for him by 4 minutes every time he crossed a longitudinal degree. The globe is 360 degrees. These 360 degrees multiplied by 4 minutes gives the 24-hour that he gained. While Phileas Fogg saw the sun pass the meridian 80 times, his London pals saw it only 79 times. Still fogged? Then you are like Phileas Fogg's companion Jean Passepartout, who swore by his London watch. He was told to reset his watch when he travelled to other countries, or his watch won't agree with the sun. His reply? Too bad for the sun. We in India have only one time zone and only one standard time, but there were a Madras time and a Calcutta time in the 19th century when Phileas Fogg crossed India on trains and an elephant. As it happened all over the world, the advent of trunk trains by the late 19th century compelled us to adopt a standard time in 1906. There have since been demands to have at least two standard times, one for the east and the other for west. People in Kohima and Imphal complain they see sunrise at 5 am or so in summer, but the official day starts much later. Consumer activist H.D. Shourie had filed a PIL seeking two standard times. Go clockwise, I suggested to him as a slogan for his campaign. He liked it. Now the government is getting clockwiser. The Consumer Affairs Department has notified draft legal metrology rules which would compel you and me to sync our watches with the precise IST given out by five legal metrology labs that are guided by the Indian Space Research Organization and the National Physical Laboratory. The rules would make navigators, telecommunicators, power grid operators, banks, and digital agencies sync their clocks with the precise IST of microsecond accuracy. In sync with the Prime Minister's style, they call it one nation, one time. Good job. But can the synced clocks make our trains run on time? Let us wait and see. Thanks for listening. Now some word power. Time travel is all fiction. You get into a time machine, shut yourself in, and vroom. The next moment, you show up in Akbar's court, Ashoka's Vihara, or Ajatshotru's battlefield. Poppycock, Popycock. Poppycock means nonsense. This is not time travel. This is time teleportation. Teleportation. Teleportation means the hypothetical process of moving an object or person from one place to another without traveling through space. Phileas Fogg started off from London, travelled eastward for 80 days by train, steamer, and an elephant, but was back in London on the 79th day. Fogged, Fogged. Fogged means puzzled. Thank you for listening.